We are live. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Aaron Parker. I want to welcome everyone who's here to the Power Team YouTube channel. We are back for my absolute favorite videos on this channel. And guess what this is about? It's about success stories. It's about helping people on the Power Team rank up. Ranking up is a really big deal. It means they're making money, they're getting results, and we want to be able to help every single one of you rank up next. So be sure to click like on this video on YouTube, drop a comment, let us know if you're here, you're excited, and you're ready to learn from some amazing individuals on the Power Team who are having success and making it happen. So first up, I want to introduce and say hello to 25K, and I'm even going to say 40K because last month she hit 40,000 in volume. Allison Byler. Hello, Allison.
Hey, how's it going, everybody out there on YouTube land, or if you're watching us on Facebook, wherever you're at? We're so excited to be able to bring you some golden nuggets. What's not only helped me, but it's helped my team explode this last month. And we already propelled into this month with huge momentum using the same things. We're not changing.
I love it. I love it. So, Allison, super quick, for everyone who's watching and doesn't know who you are, give us the quick version of who you are and your story.
Real quick. Yes, absolutely. So I am a mother of three. I homeschool my three children. So excited because this is the last month that we have to do that. And I have horses. I have dogs. I have 7 dogs. So when I say dogs, that's a lot. And I also run an online marketing business for a horse trainer. So I've been in the horse industry for years. But way back when I was in the mortgage industry and I got laid off back when the mortgage took a bump, right? So for me, that was my first taste of I don't want to be involved with any type of traditional business because I was at the time a single mother. I was a single mother raising my daughter, lived on my own, had zero support from anybody. So I knew I had to make a living. So I started marketing horses. That was my love. That was my drive. So fast forward several years later, I've been an herbalist now for well over 10 years. And that was because of my own health journey. And last year, Aaron reached out to me. He reached out to me. I was like, okay, I wasn't really interested right at the moment because network marketing wasn't my thing. I had tried it before. It did not work out to what I thought it should work out. And I ended up taking a second look at this about 2 months after he messaged me. Okay. So if you are learning, I'm going to stop right here and make you realize that 2 months after he messaged me, I reached out to him because I saw a Facebook Live that he did with the owners. That was what drew me into this opportunity. That's what drew me into excitement. And that, my friends, is what made me dove in. And then I heard the story of the owner, this beautiful woman who came from nothing. And all she did was share her story of healing for these products. These products, my friend, are next to none. They're all over the place. CBD, it is something that is so easy to talk about because it is everywhere. And I got involved in this because of the purity of this product and because of how it worked for her. If it could work for her the way that it did, and they launched this company based on the product, based how it worked, and they built this product around affiliates and customers. So for me, that was huge. Being an herbalist, I had a reputation I had to uphold, so I did not want to be involved with something that wasn't legitimate. So fast forward, got involved in July, started building my business in August. September, well, you know, life has a way of unfolding itself. My son got into an accident. We ended up looking at 4 weeks into the hospital. That 4 weeks turned into 4 days because thank God, literally, that we had a product that helped his body go back into balance and then it was able to help him heal. I'm not going to say CBD oil is the what, you know, helped him, you know, what is that, the FDA, you know, health watch that we have to make sure of. But going forward, I started building a team and I followed the steps that Aaron provided. You know, I had an ego at first, and I'm sure he could probably look back then and said, Allison had an ego because I thought I could do it my way. I'm
okay,
like,
we all do.
I'm like, I know how to build a business. I had this successful horse business going, so I'm just going to do it my way. I went through the Fast Start training, but I didn't implement it. I started implementing it when I realized that while I was in the hospital with my son, I got a huge paycheck I'm like, oh my gosh, like seriously, this couldn't have happened at a better time. So for me, that was huge. So going fast forward, I hit 5K affiliate in September. I went to convention in October, and I never in my life experienced something so dramatic. The family atmosphere that this team has, even if we're not really helping each other, we're not on the same team, Aaron's energy pulled through all of us. He was like, whoa, who is this Allison? Because I like jumped out in the middle of his little group conversation, and I'm like, boom, 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 explaining my excitement for this opportunity. I was so excited, I was shaking, like I couldn't even contain myself. And the family atmosphere we have in our team is contagious. It was huge. We got home, we hit 10K affiliate in November, and then again, Allison grew an ego. Allison grew an ego because I'm like, I don't need to follow Aaron. I don't need to.
Even as a 10K?
Yes. But thankfully, when I reached out to Aaron, he knew how to throw me back on track. I didn't want to believe him. I reached out to him and he's like, Allison, this is what you got to do. Stop worrying about your team not producing, because all of a sudden I'm like 10K affiliate. Honestly, I hit it by myself, just like Aaron did. He signed up a bunch of people and he hit these ranks by himself. That is what I did. I hit these ranks because I didn't let anything stop me. I didn't let my team not bringing people in stop me. I didn't let anyone telling me no. I didn't let other CBD companies coming out there. I didn't let other MLMs coming out there. I didn't let anything stop me. Heck, I didn't even let somebody tell me like the lottery's hitting $300 million and you need to buy a lottery ticket stop me. Because I didn't believe in that. I believed in this. So fast forward, yes, I stayed at 10K for several months because I had an ego. That is, I'm going to blame myself 1000%. And so I plugged back into the training. I went back because Aaron changes it constantly. And so what ended up happening? I hit 25K affiliate. Now 2 months in a row, I hit my husband's account at 5K and 10K in the same month back in March. So now I have a team of fabulous ladies. I have lied about them who hit 5K affiliate last month. She doesn't have any network marketing experience. Sherry Beth was a cold message from somebody I signed up. She doesn't have a whole lot of network marketing experience. She hit 5K affiliate in March. And then in April, she hit 5K, almost 10K. You know, she's an 8K affiliate in my book. And she propelled her husband's account to 5K. Catherine, who you're going to hear her story in a minute, has like every excuse in the book not to produce. But she is laser focused. She hit 5K affiliates. And we also have somebody who's not here with us today, Roseanne. She's currently visiting a sick sister who is getting results with our product. So she spent the whole morning prospecting. She was in like a group little meeting this morning. She didn't have time to get ready for this. So unfortunately, she's not here. But all of these ladies hit 5K affiliate because they are passionate. They are dedicated. They don't care. They don't keep numbers of no. And we are following Aaron's system. And what is Aaron's system? Aaron's system is the 10-step fast start training, which basically plugs you into MDC. Okay. It's not some creative special magic system. No, it's MDC's training simplified so you can duplicate. We don't have a special fancy, quote unquote, this is better than yours, whatever system. We do what Jenna and Josh provided for us because they made it legitimate. That's how Aaron hit 250K affiliate. Woo! I'm so excited. That gets me pumped up because I love that he helps us, so I want to help him. So that is my story in a nutshell. Yes, do I have every excuse not to do this? Absolutely. Do I have time? Probably not. But you know what? This is worth it. My money at right now is hitting 5 figures a month already with 2 accounts. Like that's like, whoa. I started, I'm like, is this possible? And yes, it's possible. If I can do it, you can do it. And all it takes is seriously undivided attention. That's it. Aaron says it right now. He says it all the time. We have something so special. Even though he's been in a year, he feels like he's just getting started. And that's how I feel. Every day I wake up with passion and I'm like, whose life can we touch today? I didn't know what was going to happen this morning. And everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I just got 2 new prospects, 2 new executives this morning. And why? Because I'm passionate. Woo! Crazy. Yeah, I'm excited. And I have to help them sign up here just shortly. But wow, 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 wow. So that's enough about me, because now I am where I'm at in propelling because of these ladies. And I know what they're going to share the same things I did. They're passionate, but I'd like you to hear it from them.
Hey, Allison, before you introduce them, which I actually want you to bring them out because they're the Rockstar 5Ks on your team. But I just want to just reiterate a couple things that you just said, which was absolutely powerful. I mean, Allison, you are one of the epitomes of I don't have time. Anybody out there watching saying, I don't have time. Where do I have the time? If you don't have the time, you're perfect, because the people who don't have the time, I find, are the ones who have the most success, because they are busy. They're successful-minded people, just like Allison. She's got other businesses, her horse businesses. She's got kids at home she's taking care of, helping her husband with his business, just nonstop. Couple things. Allison was at convention last year as a 5K affiliate. She left convention and boom, hit 10K affiliate. Now she's a 25K affiliate going for 50K this month. If anyone watching this right now is asking themselves, man, I really should go to convention. Should I be there? It's going to cost money. It's going to take time. I got to take time off work. I don't know if I can make it. I have a simple question for you. Do you want to make big money in this business? Success leaves clues. Get your butt to convention, whatever it takes. Not if you can go, not I wish I could go. You must go. And by the way, for Power Team members, we are in the Power Team Facebook group. We just posted. We're looking to see who would like a super discount ticket to convention. If you do, you need to go into our Facebook group, go find the post. It's from today. We need to see how many people want one, because I'm going to be purchasing in bulk to be able to get a discount for everybody. Okay. And the other thing that Allison said, which I love, is she hit a wall. Now, this wall, how many of you watching right now? I see you guys. Everybody's watching. Drop a comment. How many of you have ever hit a wall in your business? Maybe you've been in the business for a month. Maybe you've been in the business for 6 months and you hit a wall. Guess what? Welcome to this business. There's going to be more walls. Sorry, Allison, there'll probably be another wall, okay? But Allison hit a wall at 10K. And for you, that wall might be, man, I'm trying to get to 5K. Some of you are at your wall. You think it's your wall, and you're just looking to get to 5K affiliate. Well, guess what? That wall is there for a reason. You want to know why that wall is there? It's to see how bad you want it. That wall is there for a reason. You need to look at that wall and you need to knock it down. And only you can knock it down, okay? I gave Allison the encouragement. I gave her what to go do, which we give that information to everyone on the Power Team. But she still had to go do it. This is her business. She took responsibility. She stayed laser focused. And some people will hit this wall of, I'm trying to hit 5K and I missed it. Trying to hit 5K, I missed it. Okay, I'm 5K. This also happens. I hit 5K and I'm trying to hit 10K. I'm trying to hit 10K and you hit this wall. Guess what some people do when they hit the wall? They let it stop them. You need to decide right here and right now that when you hit the wall, because it will happen, you are going to say, oh, I remember that training with Allison. Aaron and Allison said this would happen. I am not going to let this wall stop me. You have to push through it to get to the other side. It is there for you to see if you really want it bad enough. She pushed through the 10K wall. Now she's 25K going 50K. Woo! Give it up for Allison Byler. Allison, I want to turn it over to you, and I'd love for you to introduce your 5Ks. They can share their story quickly, and then we need to ask them some questions on how they hit 5K. And then at the end, I've got a couple questions for you as well. So back to you.
Woo! Awesome. Who doesn't love Aaron Parker? Give it up for him. Drop some comments on the side, because you know what? Without this Energizer Bunny propelling us, oh my gosh, like what do we have to live up to, right? So I want to share one real quick thing. I'm sure you're all wondering, what wall did I hit? How did I hit a wall? Well, the wall that I hit was I started comparing myself to everybody else. And I think Aaron remembers me reaching out to him, and I said, oh my gosh, all these people are coming on and they're hitting like these ranks every single month, and I'm not. And what am I doing wrong? Like, why aren't I doing this? And I'm like, I'm putting the work in, I'm messaging people, I'm following up with people, I'm doing all the work, but why am I not doing what they're doing? And something he said to me ticked me off. It really made me angry because I did not understand it. He said, every single person is on a different journey. And I'm like, what does that mean? Like, come on, I need layman's terms because I have so much going on in my life. I don't have time to figure out your philosophical questions. Like, what does that mean? Everyone's on a different journey. And he's like, okay, Allison, let me break this down for you real quick. I started network marketing like in 2000, and I forget, what are you at, 15 years, 20 years, something like that. So he knows what he's doing. He's got a little bit of a following. All these other people that have hopped on board, they all had a network marketing following. People already knew, like, and trusted them. That is the difference between them and me. I started this business legitimately with 0 following. So it was hard for me to grasp a concept, wrap my brain around that it's going to take me a little bit longer to work up the ranks because I don't have what they had. That's when you hear everybody's on a different journey for a reason. We all learn as we grow, and we grow as we learn. And we all start at some place. So majority of the people on my team are starting where I started, because you attract what you attract because you attract where you're at, right? So all these people are starting where I am. So I am able to help them through all these bumps and lumps that they're going through. Like, all these ladies hit 5K affiliate. And usually the second month at 5K is harder because you took all your efforts to get to 5K and you're like, oh, I hit it and I'm done. I'm like, no. You got to keep running. You got to keep running, because more than likely you're going to take all you got to hit the 5K the second month, because I missed it in August. And I was like I was mad because I am my worst competitor. And that is when Aaron said, now you got it, Allison. You need to stop comparing yourself to everybody else, and you need to just compare yourself to you. That's it. Nobody else matters but you. If you didn't hit it, who cares if Tom, Dick, or Harry hit it? Who cares if Joe, Sally, Ferry, whatever hit it? This is about you, your journey, and what you're doing. So with that, I'm going to bring on Lyda Bellum, because she was the first one to hop on here today. She is brand new. And I'm going to mute myself. She's brand new. She never did it before. She's a lady that I just met.
Sorry, I muted her because of the echo, but
Yes.
as soon as you're done, Allison, then Lyda can unmute.
Yes. So I met her because legitimately I sold her a puppy. I raise dogs. We met because she came over and bought a puppy for me, and she told me about some issues that they're having health-wise. I'm like, can you try CBD oil? I'm like, you know what? You're business-minded. I said, you could really take a look at this business, because this is what I made. I made $10,000 in 3 months. Income disclosure, yes, it's because I worked, right? So she's like, what? Really? How'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know. I just told everybody about it. She's like, okay. So she and I met on a Sunday. I gave her my link, my business link. She pre-enrolled herself, walked herself through those steps. She signs up, and I reached out to her. I was like, hey, wow, you didn't even call me. You signed up, you took action, you did this, that, and everything. She signed up as a director. So I told her about the executive pack. She bought the executive pack. Boom. She's like, all right, I'll do this. And she took action. She signs up with us at the end of April. I think it was like the last weekend of April. So she just, boom. She didn't take no for an answer. I plugged her into the Fast Start training. When she asked me questions, I'm like, go back to the Fast Start training. I reached out to her. You want to know what I'm doing with my people? I reach out to them. Hey, how's it going? Did you go through the Fast Start training? What questions do you have? How are you doing your Facebook stuff? I check out their Facebook stuff. I'm like, well, this is what you need to do to tweak it. This is what I'm doing because I don't have a strong following. So Lyda, I'm going to mute myself, and I want you to hop on here, and I want you to share with everybody what your experience has been so far and what you did last month to hit 5K.
Hi, can you hear me? Great. Thank you, Allison and Aaron, for inviting me to this session. I am so grateful for this company. And it's true. I met Allison on a Sunday and I said, listen, I think I can do this. I breed dogs. I breed dachshunds and bulldogs. And I thought, hey, I have 3,000 followers on my Facebook page for Beaver Valley Doxies. You know, I'm going to promote this for dogs. And it ended up just turning around the opposite way. I have more people who are joining me to help with themselves. I'm getting some pet sales along the way. But for the people that say I'm too busy to do this, yes, I run that business. Yes, I do my husband's books for his business. I've raised 5 boys. They're all raised to adults now, but they come in and out and some live at home. And you can do this along the way with your everyday life. Just take your business cards with you. I carry the oil with me in my purse. Somebody wants to taste it, you have it right there with you. Give them a sample of it under their tongue. Talk to them 10 or 15 minutes. Sometimes they're saying, wow, this really works. What's your website? I'm interested in this. And I have a friend that has some other issues and I'm going to tell them about it. And then they message you a couple days later and they say, can I share your link with someone else? Yes, absolutely. While you're at the beauty salon, you can present it to people. I was in the car dealership the other day and I said, hey guys, listen, I started a new business. It's CBD oil. We're one of the most compliant companies out there. We have the Hemp Roundtable seal of approval. You pass out your cards. You don't know. Some people say no. Some people say yes right away. 3 days later, you might get a message and they say, hey, I met you the other day, or I want your link to your website. And it can be done. People say, oh, it takes a lot of work to run a business like this, but it really doesn't. You can do it with your everyday routine. Not a problem.
Awesome. You're going to mute yourself again, and I'll exemplify on that because she's new to this. She was terrified to come on this training today. So if any of you have an excuse about technology, like Lida's like, I don't know how to do technology. Like, I know none of this stuff. Like, I barely know how to use my cell phone. You know, she has this Facebook page for puppies. Everybody knows everybody wants a puppy. It's cute. It's lovable, right? So, but I'm like, hey, just share from your heart. And she seriously does not get discouraged. Like, if there's anything that I could really push on people, like, as Lida is like, yeah, somebody said no. And I'm like, well, how do you feel about that? Well, I don't care. They're the dumb ones. I mean, she's so like on point. She's like, they're the dumb ones. They're not the ones that see that this don't work. And people are comparing their oils to her. And she's like, yeah, well, you just got junk at it, you know? So educate yourself. And if they're giving you excuses, just know that it is an excuse. Like she's even said to me, like, yeah, I've shared this with a couple business people and they say that they don't have the time or the money. And she's like, that's just excuses. She's got it together. She's taking no for no answer. I mean, she's just running. So I know for her, she like, if you ask her how many people said no, she's, I don't know. I don't care. She's like, I see so much passion in this company that I'm running with it. Absolutely running with it. So I'm so proud of you. I know you're going to requalify this month with 5K, if not hitting 10K. She signed up her awesome son who doesn't have network marketing experience. He's in college and he is like a true entrepreneur. So this is fantastic. I'm so proud of you, Lida. So grateful and thankful to have you on the team. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You're so beautiful, so awesome. And
one thing I just want to interject quickly. Lida said that she has the dropper and she just walks around and puts it in people's mouth. I would definitely not suggest that. That's why we have a sample pack. And you can give away or sell sample packs to people. Give them their own little sample bottle. It's super cute. They're going to love it. Just want to throw that out there.
Absolutely. Good point. Good catch. Because you got to be clean. You never know who you're going to. She's probably only doing it to people she knows, I'm sure, which good idea. So I'm going to, and I've done that at, trade shows. Like when I started this business, I went to a couple of expos. I did trade shows and I did give samples, and we didn't have sample packs then. So I had like this little wooden spoon that I put droppers on so it wasn't cross-contaminating. So anyway, good points. Good point. So I am going to now introduce our second 5K affiliate from last month, Miss Catherine. And she is an amazing, passionate, full of spunk woman. She's a stay-at-home mother of 5. And she just has a drive. You want to, again, somebody doesn't have time to do this business, literally, she asks me a pile of questions and I always revert her back to the power team training. And she's one that says the same thing. I'm not good with technology. And I'm like, you got to stop saying that. You got to stop saying negative things. As soon as you say you're not good at something, what's ever going to happen? You'll never be good at it. So Catherine, you hit 5K affiliate. You joined with our opportunity in February. You all of a sudden got passion and fire under you in March. And you're like, I'm going to hit 5K in the last week. And I'm like, hey, it could happen. She made it all the way up to what, 3K, I think. She hit it in March, 2K, just shy of 3K. So in March, she hit a little over 2K in volume. So she was on a mission when she rolled into April, had that momentum. She hit 5K affiliate in April. So crazy, excited, and proud of you, Catherine. I'm going to let you share your story. How did you hit 5K affiliate and continue right now? Oh my goodness, this woman is like at 2K or just, yeah, she's at 2,000 in volume already this month. Where do you think she's going to hit? I don't know, but she's on a roll. So
she's going for that promotion, that May Madness promotion.
Absolutely. 10K affiliate. She's going to hit it. And then she's going to get shares in that awesome car, extra cash bonus. Woo! Catherine, without further ado, please come on and share us your story.
Thank you. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Aaron. I just want to reiterate, I love this team. The support is incredible. I don't want to spend too much time going into my backstory, but Allison said earlier, I have every excuse in the world to not do this. And I'm a single mother of 5, just came out of a nasty divorce, still dealing with the aftermath of that. But if you want to find out more about that, you can go on my page. My point in saying that is, for those of you, I mean, some of you might want to hit 5K and, you know, it doesn't matter when, but everything I say is for those of you who wants to hit it like yesterday. So the number one thing is mindset. It's mindset, because you have to, you know, you're going to have to deal with people who are saying, oh, this is an MLM, or you're going to have to deal with people saying no. And you are going to have days like Allison said, and like Aaron said, you're going to kind of have to, you're going to hit a wall. And I've found that this is kind of like, you have to charge through and you break through a ceiling, and then you keep charging, and then you hit another one and you have to break through it. So I do a lot of mindset stuff. I do some gratitude things, some I am statements, and I don't write a lot of things out, but I write on my whiteboard. I did it last month. I received 10K affiliate, and so it is, or 5K affiliate. See, I've been doing the 10K one now. So, but the other thing is making a decision. Don't say I'm going to try. Don't say like I'd like to go for that. Like in March, I decided, and like Allison said, I told everybody that I was getting it. I was getting it. I had my mindset on it, and I missed. But you know what? If I hadn't made that decision, I probably would have been so much further away at the end of March than I was if I hadn't decided that. And that is what helped to propel me forward. So you have to, even if you set a goal that's really like, you know, it's a stretch. If you set that goal, you're going to end up like here, even if you miss it, rather than if you don't even set it in the first place, you're going to end up here. So let's see. I guess, I mean, you can't waste time. Like I said, I have 5 kids. I had to sit them down and say, listen, if you want to get out of this apartment that we're in, I'm going to have to be like working constantly. And you guys are just going to have to deal with my saying no to a lot of things, but it's temporary so that I can say yes later. And luckily my kids are so supportive, but you have to have personal boundaries. People that work with me know that I value my time. I try to multitask. I really try to get my team to speak in the groups, or they'll post a question and I'll say, can you post that in the group so that everybody can benefit, and so I don't have to have all these redundant side conversations. But ultimately, a huge amount of my success, I guess, so far is because my back was up against the wall. And I know, like Allison, with you and with Aaron and with Robert Hollis, and I think Candace as well, you know, we had to really, really push and push. And I think that automatically puts you in a state of, you're not caring about no's. You're like, you need this, you know, I know for me, I needed this like oxygen. So it was just, I don't care about no's. I plant my seeds. And unless somebody says, do not contact me again, I just come around a couple days later and I'm like, oh, hey, by the way, did you see this news thing on Hempworx? Oh, did you see this post about CBD? And I just make a list of all these people that I'm kind of planting seed with, and I just see it as, oh, they just don't have a check mark next to their name yet, but they will. So I don't see it as no, I see it as no yet, or no, not yet. And then I guess the other big thing is, like they say, you can't eat an elephant all in one bite, so do it in little pieces. And so celebrating like the little, like setting small goals. Like if you're brand new, I'm going to reach out to this many people a day and decide to do it. And then at the end of the day, when you did what you said you were going to do, you're going to feel good about yourself, and you're going to start this new habit of like, wow, when I decide to do something and I accomplish it, that feels really good. And with that confidence comes more excitement, and confidence and excitement are so important, especially in this business. And really valuing the product. If you don't value like this product and this company, and if you haven't heard enough testimonies, I suggest that you start listening to more testimonies, because you have to be at a place where you feel like it is a disservice to not tell every single person you know about this product. So you have to be excited, and you really have to believe in this product, and just want to get the word out to everybody. Is there anything else? I wrote some notes down.
So I'm going to intervene there. So
Okay.
between you and Lida,
Yep.
you guys are both brewing and both going forward. And I know Sherry Best is going to say the same thing. And I did the same thing. When you hit a brick wall, what did you do? Like specifically.
Yes.
So for me, I reached out to Aaron. You have to have an accountability partner. Absolutely, with this business. I have an accountability partner, and because Aaron is my sponsor, that's who I feel comfortable going to. Okay. I don't share those things with my team. So I do that with my team. I tell them, and I reach out to every single one of them on an individual basis. If you have an issue, come to me. If there's something not going right, come to me. So Lida did that. Catherine did that. She does it all the time. She's like, oh my gosh, this person, da, 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 da. I'm like, okay, how are we going to fix it? Move on. Oh, it's that easy. Yes, it's that easy. That's what you got to do. Because there's so many more that are going to come up. You got to learn to fix it and go. Fix it and go. Because driving on a flat tire ain't going to get you anywhere.
And that brings me back to, and thank you for bringing that up, because I really wanted to bring this point up, is the reason why the mindset is so important is because you literally have to have that emotional control to shift your state. I mean, I didn't have the greatest morning this morning, but because I'm able to be emotionally resilient, it's just like you have to be able to flip it like a TV channel, and to just say, okay, this sucks, but I know if I spend a week like mulling over this, I'm going to wake up, or I'm going to get out of this funk in a week, and I'm going to pick up anyway. So I might as well just accept the situation and realize that, yeah, there's stuff in our lives that we can't control, but we can control how we respond to it. So yeah, it's really important to be able to know how to get yourself out of a funk. And if you don't know how to do that, then you need to spend more time doing mindset stuff and listening to like Tony Robbins and Aaron. And there's actually a training with Aaron and Candace Bird Davis. You know which one I'm talking about, Aaron. And I will say that I kind of started off slowly in this business too, like you, Allison, or maybe I wasn't quite getting it. But when I saw that live training, it lit me up. And the very next day I signed up 2 executives. And a lot of what was in that training was mindset, like being clear on what pushes you, what pulls you, like I will never spend Christmas in this apartment ever again. I will never, ever, ever not have a birthday when I can't get my kids a gift. That's what drives me. But I'm not focused on where I was or where I am. I'm focused on where I'm going and what I need to do to get there. And the last thing I'll say is I have one of those like on my whiteboard, like a bar, or like a graph of the 5K. And every time I would check my business volume, I would just color it in a little bit more, and just seeing that every single day, and like knowing how much, I need 5K, I'm at this point. How many more do I need in this amount of days? And then I would divide it by how many days were left. All right, I need this many BB today. And so little small goals. So Sorry, I talk really fast. I'm excited, and I'm trying to keep it short, but I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, you're awesome, Catherine. We're so excited. I'm so humbled to have you on the team. I appreciate everything that you're doing, all the people you're bringing on board, such value. And, you know, again, what propelled her is when she gets stuck, she reaches out. She gets stuck, she reaches out. And that's what's going to propel you. So if you can go ahead and mute yourself there, Catherine. And Aaron, if you want to talk, go ahead. So I will let you do that.
Awesome. Wow, guys. Give it up for Catherine. I mean, such and by the way, one day, like when Catherine's like 50K, she'll come out and share all the details of her story. It's powerful. It will be tearjerker. Just know that everyone has challenges. And by the way, the video that Catherine mentioned with Candace Bird Davis, 50K affiliate, soon to be 100K, I posted the link to that training in the comments in the chat. And I'll put it in the comments. If you have not watched that training with Candace, be sure to watch that. Absolutely powerful. And because of that training with Candace, you heard what happened. It had a direct impact on helping Catherine actually hit 5K affiliate. So gotta love that. And Catherine is just somebody who is resilient. And it is all about mindset. And I just want to say one more thing to make sure everyone caught this. Catherine... two things. One, Catherine has a board. Get a piece of, this is something, call to action. Everyone needs to do this. Go get a board, get a whiteboard, get something, put 5K. I'm on a mission. This is what I'm going to go do. Put some affirmations on it and have from 0 to 5,000 at the top. And in your back office, when you go to dashboard, on the left, it says 5K rank, and it has a number. That is your number that determines your rank to hit 5K. Once that number says 5,000, you're 5K affiliate. And so every day that number's growing. It needs to be growing based on your actions, based on the results that you're getting, you and your team. And so every day what Catherine did, which I love this, she's filling in the little graph. So it goes from whatever, 0 to 5,000, put little tick marks, put little amounts so you can track it. And every day as you're getting more volume, just fill it in. Fill it in so you can see the progress. So you can actually track and easily see how close you're getting to 5K. Okay? And so that's something everyone needs to do. I promise you, everyone, I promise, if you will go do that, you are going to get to 5K faster than if you don't do it. Guaranteed. Because you're putting it in your face. It's something you're tracking every day. And if a whole week goes by and you didn't fill up the circle, fill up the graph like with more volume, it's time to like, you know, wake up a little bit and get to work, right? So you want that chart to be filling up little by little every single day and make sure that you're producing, your team is producing. And then here's the last thing. She busted her butt filling up the chart. I'm going 5K, whatever it takes in March. And she failed. She missed her goal. Oh no. Guess what? Some people, when they miss their goal, they get crushed. They get down. They get discouraged. Oh, this isn't going to work. Oh, it's taking too long. Sometimes you might be shooting for a goal for months and it's not happening fast enough. Guess what? That's the wall. That's the wall. And so you have to break through the wall, make the decision. That's what she did. And in April, she hit 5K. So give it up for Catherine. Woo!
Aaron, really, really quick. This is key. Aaron just told you guys to do something, to go buy a whiteboard. Do it. When I watched that training with Candace Bird Davis, she was like, I want you to get a piece of paper and I want you to write 5 things that push you and 5 things that pull you. And that really made me feel excited. And I did it. But like, don't sit and listen to all this stuff and get all excited, because the system works, but you have to do what the leaders are telling you to do. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, especially when it doesn't make sense to you, because if it made sense, you would already be a multimillionaire. That's it. So do what the leaders say. Don't just listen and get excited. That's all.
Awesome. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that so much, because you know what? That heart of gold is amazing. And something that I am doing, and Aaron did this for me again. You know, direct sponsors should be doing this to help you realize where you're at, in my opinion. He did it for me, so I'm following the system. I do it with my team. I say, look, you're at this in volume right now. You need to do this by this date. And I'm like, Aaron, you're a genius. Now I have a number to look at. Again, I don't have experience. So he's like, okay, so if you hit 5,000 in volume by the 10th, you're going to be 10K by the end of the month. This is what you have to look for. So it gives your subconscious a chance to zone in on a number. You know,
by the way, I do that not just for Allison or for my personals, for every one of you on the Power Team. You know that I work with everyone, whether I sponsored you or not. And the leadership team that we have with the Power Team are those who are close to 5K and those who are 5K. I work with all of them as if I sponsored them. We are connected on a daily basis. I'm there to help and support them, to push them, to give them what they need, and little strategies like this I give to all of the leaders on our team. And so for those of you who want that, let's get you there, because I want to work directly with you too.
Yes, absolutely. I just figured I'd throw that nugget in there, you know, and to think about something else. You know, Sonia Line, and I believe even Jenna, stayed at 5K affiliate for a whole year. You know, this was before Hempworx, but still, they stayed at 5K for a whole year.
Just to clarify, Jenna hit rank fast. She did rank up quickly.
Okay.
So it was the other one, yeah.
Sonia hit 5K for the whole year. Now, okay, they didn't have Hempworx, but you know what the key there is? She did not quit. She didn't quit. Now she's a 500K affiliate with this company, and she's in Canada. She's in Canada. Barb Miller in Canada. She's a super affiliate with this company. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about having an excuse? Those ladies are killing it, and they have every excuse in the book so they don't get Hempworx. So last but not least is Miss Sherry Beth Bowen with the pig farmer lady. I'm getting her to smile. She's got her ball cap up. She's a farm girl. She was a cold message from somebody on my team who still hasn't hit rank. And I'm going to tell you something else. She didn't hit rank. Catherine Page Taylor did not hit rank, but she made $800 last week, and she's still not a 5K affiliate. But because she signed up Sherry Beth Bowen, who is almost a 10K affiliate, who signed up her husband, who is a 5K affiliate, she had a commission check of almost $800 in 1 week. So that's the first week of this month. You know what? She's going to be hitting money this month, and she's excited.
Check match.
So if you want to know how this comp plan works, ask somebody who's sitting there letting somebody else rank above them. Yes, that's what happens. But Sherry Beth Bowen is on a mission, who has very little network marketing experience. She has no time. She has every excuse in the book. But she and I connected right away. We reached out to each other right off the bat. We built a connection. I game planned with her. She's like, well, I don't have my products yet. How am I going to build the business? And I'm like, hello, what do you want to do? You came in and bought the executive pack, didn't talk to anybody about buying the executive pack. You talked to Paige, but you didn't ask her what you should do. You just did it. You took action. So that impressed me. I reached out to you. I called you. I had a conversation with you. I'm like, this is what you got to do. It was a Friday. I'll never forget. It was a Friday. She did not get her products. I said, you have this post on Facebook, because she has a huge following on Facebook. Everybody's on a different journey. Sherry Beth has an amazing following on Facebook. Lida has an amazing following on Facebook. Catherine has an amazing following on Facebook. These ladies all had a journey that they already built before this opportunity. So I just showed them how to reach out to their amazing leadership, their amazing following. So I said, Sherry Beth, put a post out there. Say you're excited you got involved in this opportunity because you know this is going to be the answer. And her post blew up. And then she got her products in that day. She put another post out there and it blew up again. She's like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? I said, you comment and like on each one of those comments underneath your post. If you want to know how to do a Facebook post, you better be liking and commenting on every single comment under those posts to propel that post on your newsfeed. And it was a personal post. It was a picture of her with the Hempworx bottles, with her pigs, all these fun things. And now she hit 5K affiliate in her first month. Woo! She did a training. You can watch her training that she did just one-on-one with Aaron. But now last month, she was an 8,000 in volume. She got her husband to 5K affiliate. So Sherry Beth, without further ado, I'm going to mute myself out, and I want you to share with everybody what you are doing to hit these ranks.
We can't hear you. You got to click on the microphone, Sherry Beth, to unmute yourself. Sorry.
Good? Okay, y'all can hear me. Talk. I can't hear. Say something, Aaron. Talk.
Yes, you're good.
Okay. It was like crickets. Chirp, chirp. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for coming on here. Thank you, Aaron. Atlanta blew me away as far as everything y'all did. I really wanted to be there. I loved Houston. Cannot wait for Nashville. June 1st. Okay. All right. Sherry Beth from Mississippi here. To everybody who does not know me, that may be a new team member. I started in mid-February, and I had researched CBD oil. I wanted it for myself. I'm not going to go deep into detail, but I knew this company was a good company to go with because of the reviews. And I looked at the company thoroughly. I'm a researcher, so I probably researched it for 4 months, and so I took the next step. I got that cold message from Paige, and like Allison said, I didn't ask Paige about the executive pack. I looked at the compensation plan. Amazing. Who would not want to go in an executive? You got the money, or find the money, find something. It is worth it. You will not regret it. I literally bought that executive pack, was waiting on it to come in, spoke with Allison, and like she said, I still remember it to this day with T. Her mother even, when I described what I was having going on with me, she's like, my mom's got that. And man, me and her I think we talked for an hour, the very first phone call, and we just clicked. We've got a lot of things in common, but since that day, I think we've pretty much called each other every day, or at least texted, because I'm looking at her rank. I'm looking at what she's done in the number of months. She has no marketing, like she came in green, she didn't have a following. That meant something. So I better be looking at every detail. I would go on her page, look at her posts, see what's drawing people. Yes, I had a following, but it was, farm related or nursing related. I'm a nurse. So I do have a connection with people from the past, and they do trust me, but everybody's got something they do and is passionate about, and you've got certain people on your page. You reach out to them. You find that's what I do. I reach out to the people that I know is passionate about the same things that I am. So anyway, number one, I'm going to be, I go everywhere. So I got my piece of paper here. We're going to talk about the mindset. I know Catherine, everybody has said the same thing. You got to get your mind right. You stepped off into the business for a reason. What's your goal? Are you in it to make money and change your life? Or do you want that financial freedom? If so, then you better be getting on board. You can't just be sitting there and think it's going to fall in your lap. You've got to reach out to people. I mean, I busted my ass for these 2 months to get those 5Ks because I wanted it. I've got a good job. I've got a good farm business. I don't personally have to have this, but man, when you see this company and what it is giving you, it's an awesome product. It completely changed my life. I've been, dealing with my issues for almost 3 years, and it's miserable. And in 3 weeks, my symptoms disappeared. Well, that's easy to talk about. Man, I'm looking at what it's done for my family, my friends, and it's easy. I mean, there's no reason for you not to try with this company if that's what you're wanting to do. If not, then go do you. But mindset, and you got to believe in yourself. All right. Number 2, be present with your team. You got to get on the trainings, because if you're fresh into the game and you you don't know personally about CBD yourself. Yeah, you've tried it, but you don't really know too much about it. Well, then go research it, learn a little bit. That way, when you talk to people, you got a little bit to give, because they're going to be looking at you like, okay. I mean, because you're going to be like, I don't really know. I know it worked, but I really don't know what it does. I did a booth, my very first vendor booth yesterday. It was a low key, just real local Greek fest. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But I said, you know what? We're just going to dive off and do it. I didn't have all my business cards in and banners, but you know what? I made some posters, and I got me a little tent, and me and my aunt, who I'm so excited that is on with me, Dawn Williams, sat with me yesterday, and we had a good bit of traffic. But I tell you what, we did a lot of education, and that's what it's going to take. People need to be educated. I talk about the product. You got to know the ingredients, and you stand by it. That that stamp on that bottle that we are, received March 1st, only 13 companies got that. Be proud of that. That is a number one thing. I had that very mid center of my table, and I pointed to it. And I tell you what, a guy came up to me, an older gentleman, and he had gone to the doctor, and he said he had actually asked his doctor about what he thought about CBD oil. And the doctor said, I really don't know much about it, but the pharmacy that's connected to our building, when you pick up your medicine, I think they sell it. And my aunt was actually talking to the gentleman at the time, because I was with someone. And when I got finished, she called me over there. She said, hey, I want you to look at that bottle, because Dawn is literally brand spanking new. Started literally, I think the night, let's see. Yeah, I mean, you might as well say this month. I mean, it was like the day before we started May. And I said, yeah, let me leave that bottle. That bottle had probably 5 different oils in it, diluted, diluted, diluted. And I felt bad for the man. I said, what'd you pay for the bottle? $40. And I'm looking at it, and all you can do is research it. I grabbed the Hempworx bottle, compared the ingredients, and of course he kind of, oh, I said, it's okay. You know what you're looking for when you go and you buy something now. And I told multiple people yesterday, they didn't buy it, but they got educated. And I said, if you do go on and you buy our product, then you can educate somebody else. And that's my goal, education, because we want a good product on the shelf. I'm going to go to that pharmacy that's here locally, because I found out I know that doctor. And it was an anesthesiologist that's gone into, he works, I'm not going to even say the name, but change practices, but great group of doctors that's there, but they don't know anything about CBD. So I want to go educate them, and I feel like they will be, accepting of it. So, so educate yourself. All right. I know I'm getting long. Get organized. Number 3 was stop the excuses. I think I went on that. I'm a nurse. My company's calling me all the time. Can you do this patient? Can you pick this patient up? But you know what? I'm PRN. I can take 1 patient, or I can take 50. It's my choice. And when I came on with this company and I saw the results just by me putting it in 100%, and I know I am trying. You know what? I said, you know what? I can't take any patients anymore right now, because this is my focus. I've got my farm business. I got like 35 pigs. I got new babies. I have to do paperwork. I got paperwork out the butt, but it doesn't stop me, because you know what? I'm going to hit 10K this month. And
Woo!
my goal, but I messaged my team, under me, because I finally got a group built up. My focus is my team this month. I want to, whoever wants to reach out to me, they know I'm there. I'm going to give 100% to my team. Get some, because if I get 1 to 5K, that's me closer to 10K. Get another one. That's 10K. The 2 5Ks make me 10K. So I want that. I want to see my team succeed. Man, that's the drive. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling because I see what Aaron's done for this. I mean, Aaron, how many do you have under you? How many members? Just you?
Personal or in the whole team?
Let's just say personal.
I've personally have enrolled over 200 people, and our team is
Okay.
now over 4,000.
That's awesome. Okay. This leader right here, what he does for us every day. And Allison said, yet the Energizer Bunny. Yes, that's what I call you. I mean, I love it though. You get me pumped up every day. Allison, thank you for everything that you've done for me. I tell you, at the end of this month, I had some orders that and on the team that did not put orders in, and I had executive packs that, I mean, people were telling me 2 weeks prior they were going to do it. They were on. And, and I was banking on that. Like, I truly thought they were. But you know what? They didn't. And I was at 8, whatever. I don't count my numbers like Allison told me earlier. She's like, no, you don't even follow your numbers. Allison's like coming in, woo, you got this. And I'm like, what? I just keep going. She laughs at me. I see you.
So Sherry, let me just jump in really quick on a quick tip I'll share with you, because I heard you want to help your team, and I love that, because in order to get to the bigger ranks, you absolutely have to work with your team. And by the way, I've got a really important question for Allison coming up on how she's been doing that. My suggestion quickly, Sherry Beth, is while you're working with your team and you are identifying who on your team you're going to be working with and running with to help them hit 1K, 2K, 3K, 4K, 5K this month, those who are going to rise up, those who are going to, say, yes, Sherry Beth, I want to run with you. You run with them. Along with that, Sherry Beth, you must continue to do everything you did to get where you are. And that means continuously leading by example and bringing in new people yourself.
Oh, yeah. I plan on it. I'm not stopping. I've got tons of ideas. My wheels turn constantly. But I won't be too much any longer. But like I said, I didn't hit 10K. I didn't hit 10K last month, but I got my husband's account to 5K. We went to that road show in Houston, and because he was kind of like teeter-tottering when I first started, because he knows when I get into something, it's like, oh Lord, here we go again. Because I go 110, like I'm in, like it's on. And but I tell you, he went to the road show in Houston, and it's totally changed. Like he's talking about it to his friends, and I see him light up, and I love that. So y'all get to a road show. They're so much fun. You meet all these people you chat with every day. Amazing training. I'm going to Nashville at the end of this month, and it can't get here fast enough. There's going to be a ton of people.
So let me do this really quick, Sherry Beth, for everybody who may not know. This is really important. Hopefully you can see my screen. Everyone go to this website. You ready? It's hempworxevents.com. Hempworxevents.com. Go here. I will be in St. Louis this Saturday. Nashville is going to absolutely be off the charts. Record numbers. Over 1,000 people will be in Nashville. The Power Team's going to be representing. Also, Kathy, my wife, will be in Nashville with me. We are coming to Orlando as well. We got North Carolina. We got Baltimore. Allison, I hear you got some people in Pennsylvania. And we will be in Indianapolis as well. So these road shows, for everyone who's watching, I believe, which, by the way, in the company's history, this has never happened. This is the first time they've ever done this. They are so energizing. You're going to learn some incredible information about the company. There's training. And by the way, the training is exclusive. So you can't get this training anywhere else. You have to be at the road show to get the training, to learn how to build and grow your business. But I think the most valuable, priceless part of the road show is the people. it's meeting, it's hanging out, it's connecting, it's pictures, it's just the interaction, it's the emotion and connecting with other people on the team. Do not miss the roadshow. It's a one-day event, all day Saturday. They're going to give you a free sample pack. It's a $40 sample pack. You get it for $10. The value is priceless. Don't miss the road shows. Sherry Beth, can't wait to see you in Nashville. Woo!
Yes, I'm excited. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Last thing I have on my list here is you need to ask yourself every day, and you say this to yourself, and you answer honestly. Are you putting in the work? And that's it. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you,
Sherry Beth. I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. And it's so humbling for me to have you on this amazing team. And just so you all know, the reason we call ourselves the A team, I didn't know what that meant. I mean, I've heard other people like network talk, you got to get your A team. I'm like, oh, whoops. I named my team the A team because my husband is Abner. Okay. So we're like the double A's. We joked about it forever. So I'm like, the A team's Allison's team. But anyway, so excited to have you on board. And you know what? She was about to tell you, the last day of the month, last month in April.
Oh, yes. That's what
I stayed up with her literally, like I think the cutoff time was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We were on the phone till 12:30 a.m. And so if anyone knows me, I go to bed early because we get up early. So this is what you do, but you don't want to wait till the last minute because it is not fun. Not fun. Because if all of you aren't aware, we did not post Roseanne's, 5K banner everywhere because she missed hitting 5K by 20 points. She had orders in. People ordered in that last hour of the day. She thought it went through. She thought she went to bed and was a 5K affiliate, woke up and she was 20 points shy. So we all learn. I've learned. I did it myself. I'm not going to say that I'm perfect. I'm never perfect. I'm far from it, but I'm excited I'm not perfect. And you can't do that. So you have to put these goals in like Catherine did. She has a tally. And, Lida is like, what do I need to hit now to hit this next rank? And Sherry Beth's like, what do I need to do to hit these ranks? And this is what I'm doing for my team. But here's why I keep hitting ranks every month. I'm still helping my team. I know Aaron said he was going to ask me, but I'm jumping the gun because we're running time here. I have signed up ever since the beginning, over 10 people every single month, ever since I started. Yes. I shared this with Sherry Beth. You know what Sherry Beth did her first month in the business? She was on the leaderboard. She signed up like, what was it, like 27, 26, something like that her first month. Last month, she was like at 21. My first month in the business in August, I didn't have experience in network marketing. So you know who I signed up? Customers. I signed up 38 people in August, pretty much all customers. And you know what I do? I tell everybody, hey, if you want the product, save $20 a bottle, buy the director pack. So I signed up a huge amount of director packs and I hit those ranks. And I said, Sherry Beth is following my path. Lida's following my path. That's what she does. She does the same thing. Catherine's doing the same thing. Save money on the products, buy the bigger packs. And when you sign up affiliates, I'm like, dude, sorry, not a dude. If you are, if you are wanting to share this product, like Lida said, somebody said to her, hey, can I share your link with somebody? And Lida goes, sure, you can share my link, but this is what she forgot to tell you. You can share my link with people, but why not get paid for it? All it does is cost $20 to become an affiliate. And that's what she did do. She told other people that, and that's why they did jump on board with the executive packs last month, because they're like, oh, $20, that's nothing. And I get all these products. Okay, I'm in. So that's what we did. And that's what I'm doing. And so for me, Jenna's told us you should at least sign up 10 people every month. So I follow leader. I sign up more than 10 people every single month. And I don't make excuses. That's what I focus on. And that's what I tell my team. 4 leads to, in 8 months, you should be at 65,536 people. And why am I looking around my computer? Because it's on my board right behind me. I know that what 4 does every single month. So I teach my team to do the same. And you want to know what I do for my team? And since this is a training, I give them all an award for hitting 4. Aaron gives everybody an award for hitting 4. But he has 4,000 people, or what'd you say, 3 or 4? Something like that. 4,000 people on his team. So he can't do what I do. It costs him thousands of dollars. I don't have that many right now. So right now I have less. So every time someone hits 4 on my team, they get a reward. And the reward can be something like credit towards their credit wallet. or a t-shirt. We make our own t-shirts, something like that to congratulate them for every milestone they're hitting. I congratulate everybody when they hit 1K, 2K, 3K, 1 and 2K we hit. We congratulate them because that's a huge milestone. And you know what it does? It gives people belief. It makes them feel better. It gives them belief. So that's the things I am doing for my team. Erin, sorry, I jumped the gun. But I'm so proud of these ladies. And I'm so proud of what Roseanne did. I'm not going to leave her out because she has built a solid team already. And, she had somebody on her team last month that hit 2K in volume. And Roseanne only joined at the end of March. So April would have been her first month in the business. And she literally would have been at 5K if we didn't wait to try to build. But she's still fairly new. She's 73 years young. Okay. So she can do it. Anybody can do it. That's what gets me excited. So thank you, Sherry Beth. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Lyda. And thank you, oh my gosh, Erin Parker. Woo!
Well, I just want to say again, congrats, Allison. I mean, you finished last month with 40,000. Absolutely incredible. And it's because you are personally producing every month. You're leading by example. You are literally in the trenches. I see it every day with your team, working closely with those on your team who want it. And these 3 ladies, we're not leaving out Roseanne, so that's 4 ladies on your team. They want it. They are focused. They are driven. They are not making any excuses. They're staying positive. They're putting in the work. And that is why they're getting results. And they have an incredible leader leading the way, leading by example in the trenches with them on a daily basis. And that is Allison Byler. So my hat is off to all of you. I am so proud of you. Just as a final closing word, Lyda, Sherry Beth, Catherine, is there any 30 seconds that any of you would like to come out and share a quick tip or any other closing suggestions or strategies or tip with anyone on what you did to hit 5K? Anybody? No?
I was just going to echo kind of what Sherry Beth said, with her husband. Oh no, I know when she gets into something, she's all in. And so I have this saying, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. So that's it. I mean, I'm outside of this world, I try to not be so black and white, but you have to be black and white. You're on or off. You are in or you are out. You are going to listen and duplicate the training, or you're going to overthink it and overcomplicate it and just shoot yourself in the foot. And then a couple months later, you're going to be like, you know what? Maybe I'll try to duplicate the system. So just seriously, it's like Simon says, just copy. That's it. All right. That's all.
I love it, Catherine. Catherine, Sherry Beth, Lyda, you guys are amazing. Sherry Beth, Lyda, did you guys have any closing thoughts for the team? Are we good?
Yeah, I just want to say, so many people start, and don't be afraid to talk to anyone. Don't say, oh, I don't think he'll be interested. That could be the person you help the most. That can be the person that 3 days later comes back to you and says, wait a minute, what are you doing? That can be the person who you start under you that goes to 25K. Don't be afraid to plant the seeds.
Wow. I could give you story after story after story of people who I thought would never do this, and now they are. And
absolutely.
I have people who I thought were going to go to the top, and they told me too, Erin, I'm going to the top. You just watch. And they did nothing. So it's you just never know. Don't prejudge anyone. Give everyone the opportunity, because you never know. I love that, Lyda. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Sherry Beth, you good? Anything?
I always got something to say. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Give us some thoughts here. Quick suggestions for the team. Take it away.
I mean, I just want to back up what everybody said is about don't wait. Don't make an excuse of, well, I got to learn more, or you're hesitating. Each day you hesitate is a day lost. And when I get new people on, I'm like, let's go. Go, don't wait. And they're like, stop. It's okay. It is okay. You're going to have those people who say no. Who cares? Move on. And don't dwindle on those people. When they say no, you say okay. Give a smile, or a sweet message, smiley face. I can't tell you the number of people I've gotten a message back, and it's a month later, and they just like, they're signed on, and then I get the email. So it's just not that time for them. And that's what you got to teach yourself to. Don't let it bother you. Just got to get that mindset right. So that's it.
I love it. I love it.
One more thing really quick. The last thing is just, I find that I enroll people who sometimes take weeks, and then they get in, and then it's like 2 days and they're like, I'm not getting anybody. And I'm like, how long did it take for you to decide to do this? How long did you drag your feet for and like, just overanalyze everything? So just remember, if you start to get frustrated that it's not happening in your timing, just how long did it take you to catch wise, So that's all.
I love it. Wow, incredible advice. Allison, I'm going to have you close us out here in a second. Everyone watching, did you get value from this training? If you did, click like on YouTube. Go ahead, do it now. Drop a comment. Let us know in the comments, especially all of you watching the recording as well, that you got some value. What did you like best? What is the 1 or 2 things that you're going to take from this training and you are now going to go implement? What was the aha? What was the light bulb moment that you had here today? And finally, make sure that you share this video with your team so they can get this information as well. And one more, finally, click subscribe, because we got a lot more training, a lot more announcements, big things happening with the Power Team. We don't want you to miss anything. So click subscribe on YouTube. And when you do, be sure to click the bell so that you're notified and you'll be first to get access to all of our training. Allison, close us out. You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Oh, Aaron, you're so sweet. We were teasing each other the other day because it's like, everyone calls us the brother and sister from another mother. But yeah, his energy is contagious. And some people are like, how do you do it? Where does it come from? Are you being fake? And I'm like, no. You know what? We've all decided, and I don't know where all my bands go because my kids love wearing them, but Aaron says, you have decided, I'm sure he's wearing one. We're the Power Team. Why do you think we're called the Power Team? You have to find this power within you that you do not care. You're bulletproof. And this is the things that he said on trainings, and I will go back and rewatch his trainings. And I might not have to say, he's decided. Thank you. Yes, if you can see down there, the little screen down below there. We all have made a decision. You heard it from Lyda. You heard it from Catherine. You heard it from Sherry Beth. You've heard it from Roseanne. You've heard it from everybody who's hit a rank. When you decide, you don't care. You don't care. You literally become bulletproof with a whole armor on. If somebody starts, well, my oil has got XYZ and CVS and Walgreens and all these other places got it. And oh my gosh, it's everywhere. Like somebody said to me yesterday, who's a big network marketer, they're like, oh, it's just saturated the market. And I'm like, where? Are you kidding me? Sherry Beth just did a thing yesterday and she said like nobody knew about CBD oil. Where the heck is it saturated? If it's saturated, then why is like all these other new like dairy farm milk things coming up? Or why is new protein drinks coming up? Why are those new energy drinks coming up? Oh my gosh, like those things are saturated. Those are excuses.
Anyone who says we're saturated is afraid of us. They are afraid of us. They're afraid of what's going to happen. And they're trying to convince themselves why they're not going to get into CBD. And they're going to regret that they didn't. I'm just saying, because we are just barely scratching the surface with CBD. Hempworx is certified, documented, and has the U.S. Hemp Authority seal. We are unique, and we are the best. That's it. And when somebody messaged me and says, hey, what about your competition? I said, what competition? We don't have competition, right?
Absolutely.
So that's my mindset, because anyone else out there selling CBD oil, that's great. That's more recognition. That's more awareness in the marketplace. And all of that exposure helps us 100%.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that, because, when someone says, oh, so you're an herbalist, so what makes you want this one? Well, you know what? Like he said, zero competition. And what Lyda, Sherry Beth, Catherine all said, and even Roseanne, is you have to have an undivided, total belief. I have people that reach out to me all over Hempworx, outside of the power team. How are you doing it? I can't get anywhere. And I'm like, you have to have belief. They'll go, I'll have belief. I believe in this product. It really worked for me. But I'm like, I don't want to hear another word. And because I'm not, specifically attached to them, I'm like, seriously, your butt? I don't even want to hear the rest of it, because until you stop saying but, you're going to be sitting on your butt, not producing. Your butt is going to be so big, it's going to get stuck in the chair. So the next time somebody says butt to you, I said, how big do you want your butt to be? Because next time you ain't going to be able to get out of that chair. Seriously, I don't mean to make fun of those people, but that's what's stopping you from propelling. And yes, I'm passionate. And, do I have this kind of energy on a day-to-day basis? Ask my kids. I go through times. But you know what? You got to stay plugged in. I think Sherry Beth is the one that said it, and I say it to everybody. If you're not staying plugged into the trainings, if you're not staying plugged into your team, if you're not reaching out to your sponsor, you are going to fall off the track. You have to stay on those tracks. So many of us have so many people on the team. I will reach out to people, but if they don't reach out to me and need to ask for help, they're never going to get it. So don't think you're bothering your sponsor if you reach out to them with a serious question. Don't say, I'm stuck. How do I do it? Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to say, I was stuck too. Go to the trainings. The more you watch those trainings, the more you plug your subconscious into mindset that this is it. I'm going to do it, rather than come up with excuses why I don't have a following. I'm too busy. I don't have the money to make auto ship. I can't do this. There's too much competition. As soon as you go on that road, those roadblocks are going to become one more after the other, and it's going to get so big. Like, Aaron's in the Army. I mean, how are those wall climbs? They're rough.
I was not in the Army.
No, I did it again. Oh.
Okay. I love all military members. I was a Marine. Thank you.
Marine. So even the Marines, like, they go over those big walls, right? How hard is it to climb one of those walls, Aaron? Hard.
Very hard.
Walls are hard. So, every time someone says a butt, think about that. Okay, how many walls do you want to climb over? Like, you're going to get so drained by the end of that time frame. You're going to have one after the other after that. Every time you say it's too expensive, it's too saturated, it's too this, it's too that, wall. By the time you get to the end, you're going to be so exhausted. You're going to you're going to throw your arms up in the air and you're going to say, I'm done. And the moment you quit was probably the moment that you were going to succeed. And then it's done. It's over with, because it goes trickling down to nothing. And I'm going to tell you, these ladies here are fabulous. And each one of you are just as fabulous. They're so beautiful from the inside out. And so for me, you can be just like that. You can have Aaron's energy. You can have Kathy's energy. You can have my energy. And where it comes from is because we have decided. We have decided that this opportunity is this. If you've never heard this before, this is one of my favorite things, is nothing more expensive than a missed opportunity. And I am telling you without a shadow of a doubt that this opportunity is the most expensive opportunity for you to miss and to work, because most of you watching are affiliates. If you're not working on it, you're missing on it. That's what I think is seriously what's worked for all of us. So Aaron, thank you so much for your amazing leadership, your energy, your passion. And I am so excited to see everybody in Nashville. I'm going to Nashville. And because I live in Maryland or Pennsylvania, I will be in Maryland. I just saw that this morning. That's exciting. And I will be in Philadelphia. So, and then Las Vegas, of course. So if you all want to meet us, come to one of these road shows, share the excitement, get a cheesy smile next to us, share our energy, right? And see why we're having the results that we're having. Back to you, Aaron.
Woo! Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Lyda. Thank you, Sherry Beth. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Roseanne. And thank you, Power Team. We love you. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.